Wake Up said, "ये जवानी है दीवानी, दोस्ताना, दिल चाहता है." When we hear about these Bollywood movies names, what comes in our mind? One word, which is friendship. Movies have taught us a lot about friendship, right? It has actually helped us to discover the depth of friendship. But now it's different. Now we celebrate friendship as someone leaving us on read. This video today is going to be really different. It is going to be the warm conversation between you and me. Not the normal ones, but the honest ones. We are actually going to talk about the age we live in. An age of half-done communications, half-meant commitments, and fully drained mental health. So, my dear friend, if you have ever felt like you have done too much and received too little, this video is only for you. So let's bifurcate this video into 3 questions. First one, what are half relationships? These relationships are not the romantic ones. They're actually like the one-sided friendships. Almost their sort of connections with your family members or temporary work bond. So with them, you text first, you respond to the messages within 0.05 seconds. You listen to their rant, you plan the meetups only to get a or double tap as the reply. So we constantly be in these relationships that feels like it's existing, but deep down it's shallow. If we talk about the emotions in those relationships, we would feel like it's empty. It will really feel like you're drinking water from a glass which is cracked. You keep pouring your emotions into it and it keeps leaking. And I mentioned about this in my previous video, the struggle of today's youth, that we do keep running and chasing money, success, etc. But in this process, we're actually forgetting about one thing, and that is we are social animals and we cannot survive without people around us. Now imagine a scenario. Close your eyes and think of yourself as a mountaineer. Now you're climbing a mountain which was your dream. You hustled all through your life to climb that particular mountain and you did it. You finally have reached to the peak of the mountain, and when you reached, you felt like you really want to shout out with joy. You want to hug someone and just share that yes, I did it. But when you look around, there's absolutely no one with you to share your happiness with. Do you think you might feel a little incomplete there? Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Even if you will reach to the peak of your life, it would be utmost necessary for you to share that particular happiness with someone. Having said that, being content with yourself is a totally different thing, but needing someone in your life to share that content self is a beautiful space to reside in. Talking about being content, let's move to the next question. Why do these relationships exhaust us these days? Now see, everything boils down to a fact that it starts here before going here, right? And hence, the mechanism is wired according to how our brain functions. And this silly thing called brain is not a fan of unfinished loops. So psychologically, when some relationships in our life feels like they are incomplete, they are unbothered, or maybe a little imbalanced, our nervous system automatically goes into the alert mode. It starts expecting more out of people and it constantly wants to seek meaning out of everything. And that is why texting a person who you know will not reciprocate feels like you're running a marathon. You have to invest a lot of physical and emotional self of yours. However, the tangible payoff will not be spontaneous. And adding to that, the fear of confrontation also comes in. What if I text him and he ghosts me? So we settle down on our own, we shrink ourselves, or of course, our favorite hobby, we start overthinking. But you know what can beat all of these things? Only one superpower: communication. So be it your office colleague or a relative, you should communicate to that person about what kind of transparency you are aspiring to have in the relationship. And I know that I'm talking about a topic which targets the emotional segment of a human being, but trust me, in today's era, relationships will only survive if you add a practical layer to it. And my third question, how to break this pattern? I've told this many times in my videos and I'm again repeating myself. Set boundaries. Not all of them deserves your emotional self. So wisely invest your thoughts, feelings and emotions. Secondly, notice patterns. If you're repetitively feeling drained after talking to that person, that might not be overthinking. That actually can be your nervous system alerting you about something. And third thing, start reciprocating the energy, not history. For example, if you have a friendship which is 10 years old, you cannot expect that person to bring in the same energy he used to bring before 10 years. And we all know that people do change. Even we did, right? So expecting things out of that friendship should be molded in context of the present energy you both share. And my last suggestion is a little tough one, but I hope that we all achieve that state, and that is start talking to yourself more than your phone. I have shared something very similar to this in my adulting video as well, that we should stop outsourcing worth. Rather, the production of your own worth, your validation should be inside. First, be friends with yourself. Know yourself better so that you can present your true self in front of someone, and hence that person will be attracted towards you. And the bottom line thought of entire conversation is you don't need more people. You need the real ones. And it has always been quality over quantity, right? And I agree that this is the age of half relationships. But don't you think that it is also the age of full awareness? Now imagine the situation of our parents in the Indian households. Do you think they had a say about whether they want to choose talking to this relative or not? No, right? They did not have the discovery about it, but we do. We have the privilege to choose people in our life, and we also know how to prioritize self-respect. We have ways to do it, so why not to use this privilege and not misuse out of it? Because I want to promise you one thing, that be it half or full, without relationships, humans are not humans. So if this conversation felt warm and nice to you, do share it with your favorite cousin or friend who sends you long paragraphs and never ghosts you. Until then, I wish and pray that all of us receives the best relationships in our life. Lots of love. See you in the next video.